Losing a pet is like losing a piece of your heart. If you're struggling with grief, you're not alone. At My Dog Died, we understand the pain and are here to support you. Visit us today and find comfort, guidance, and a community that cares. We received a letter from someone who's lost their pet and have allowed us to share their story so that it will help other listeners deal with the loss of their pet. Remember, if you like this video, please support us with a like, subscribe, and share. Hello, friends. When I first opened Amanda's letter, I could already feel the weight in her words before my eyes even scanned the page. She wrote from San Diego, California, where the ocean breeze still lingers outside her window. But her home feels unbearably quiet now. Her beloved Siberian Husky, Bandit, only 8 years old, had passed away from bladder cancer. Amanda described those final weeks with clarity and tenderness. Bandit had always been a strong and spirited dog, one who could bound up a hill and still look back with that mischievous grin, daring her to catch up. But in the last months, the strength faded, the sparkle in his blue eyes dulled, and his once proud stride slowed to a shuffle. The vet visits became more frequent, the tests more sobering. Amanda had hoped, as we all do, for more time, one more summer walk, one more shared song. But cancer is a cruel thief. In the end, it took Bandit gently but firmly, leaving Amanda with silence where music once lived. And music there was. Bandit, she told me, had the most unusual gift. He could sing, not just howl as huskies often do, but truly harmonize. When a television theme song came on, her favorites being Cheers and Friends, Bandit would lift his head and join in, carrying the notes as if he were part of the cast. Amanda said it was their little ritual. She'd turn on the TV, glance his way, and without fail, he would trot over, sit beside her, and wait for the opening tune. The neighbors thought it was hilarious. Amanda thought it was magic. This gift of his, this unexpected joy, became part of their bond. She shared how Bandit wasn't just her dog. He was her partner in the quiet moments. When her husband passed 5 years ago, Bandit stepped into a role no one else could. He nudged her awake on mornings when grief pinned her to the bed. He walked beside her at dusk, when the loneliness threatened to overtake her. He even became her late-night confidant, listening with tilted head and steady eyes as she whispered memories and tears into the dark. I felt safe because Bandit was there, she wrote. I wasn't just living for myself anymore. I was living for him too. Amanda found MyDogDied.com on one of those nights after Bandit had taken a turn for the worse. She typed into her search bar, "How do I survive losing my dog?" She stumbled onto our site, read a few letters, and realized she wasn't as alone as she thought. It felt like someone had left a light on in the dark, she said. She began reading story after story, taking comfort in the words of strangers who loved and lost just as deeply. And now, with Bandit gone, she wanted to share her story too, so that maybe someone else out there could feel a little less alone. As I read Amanda's words, I found myself picturing Bandit in his prime, tail wagging, head thrown back, howling in harmony with a sitcom theme song. I pictured Amanda laughing, clapping her hands, saying, "Good boy, Bandit!" And I felt the sharp ache of knowing those moments now live only in memory. But I also felt the beauty of it. Dogs like Bandit don't just leave us. They leave something with us. Amanda will never again hear the opening notes of Cheers without also hearing Bandit's voice. Every time the theme of Friends plays, it will carry both laughter and longing. Grief and love will walk hand in hand. Amanda ended her letter by writing, "Bandit sang me through some of the hardest chapters of my life. I only hope that, in some way, I sang to him too." That sentence stayed with me long after I put her letter down, because I think she did. Every gentle stroke of his fur, every laugh at his howling duets, every whispered word of gratitude, those were songs too. Songs of devotion, songs of companionship, songs that even now still linger in the air between them. Amanda, if you're reading this, I want you to know, Bandit's voice lives on, not just in your heart, but in every retelling of his story. And today, you've given all of us a gift, the chance to hear his song through your words. For that, and for the love you shared with him, we thank you. So, tonight, as I close this letter, I imagine Bandit waiting at the edge of some eternal living room, ears perked, eyes bright. A theme song begins, And once more, he lifts his head and sings. And I like to think the whole universe pauses just for a moment to listen.
Your love for your pet never fades, and neither should your support. If you're grieving, don't go through it alone. Visit MyDogDied.com or call us at 8559252658 and connect with those who truly understand. Healing starts here. Remember, if you like this video, please support us with a like, subscribe, and share. If you have a story that you would like to tell us, your dog stories at mydogdied.com at gmail.com.